Wireless earphones, especially under 10,000 rupees, have all started to look very similar. Either they're all mostly the same design, and those that aren't, they tend to be too flashy or loud. And to get something really premium with really good audio, you generally need to spend a lot. But these earphones, the Noise Master Buds, not only do they look incredible, they've got sound by Bose, adaptive noise cancellation, and a pretty well-designed companion app, all under 8,000 rupees. So, is it worth your money? Let's find out. But before I talk about sound quality, I just want to take a moment and talk about how they look and fit. So, you know how vinyl records have that retro, timeless vibe to them? Well, that's where they took inspiration from to design these. Even the colors that they've chosen, onyx, titanium, and silver, all super classy metallic shades. And they aren't super flashy, they're just really sophisticated premium colors, and honestly, I don't think you can go wrong with any of them. My favorite is the titanium, but the onyx is a very close second. And you know, every time you open them, you've got these two eyes, they look very distinct. You know, I've never seen anything like this, and I don't think anyone else has, and that's what makes them so unique. In fact, they've also gone to the extent of making the same metal disc outside on the bud as well to ensure, consistency in their design. And then just everything else about the design. Be it the resistance in the hinge, the way it just claps shut, the smooth matte metallic touch, and just how strongly it sort of retains the buds in place. I just think it's all very meticulously done. Even the way earbuds just go in and fit into place, all snug. I mean, these things are small, but they really matter. And it's not at all flimsy, it's not plasticky. Feels nice. It's got a Type-C port right here for charging, and there's a button here which if you long press lets you connect to more devices. Oh, and the buds also have, touch controls. So whether it's to change volume or play or pause music, or even to connect to calls, and I'll talk about how you can customize all of that in the app a little later. Also, the case and the buds both are IPX5 water resistant, as in they're just light rain and sweat resistant at most. And I think that's good enough for most cases. Let's also talk about the fit real quick. So these are frankly very lightweight, and despite wearing them for too long, you don't really feel uncomfortable. Now look, honestly, fit can be very subjective. A lot of that depends on the geography of your ears. So, it's always a good idea to just try them on first and just see if it's a good fit for you. But hey, they also provide different sized ear tips. So just make sure that, you try them all and see which one fits you best and also gives you like the best seal. But the big highlight of this device is that it's got sound by Bose. First of all, what does that even mean? It means that Bose has licensed its audio technology to be used by Noise in these earphones. And so you basically get high quality benefiting from Bose engineering, and that too now at around 8,000 rupees. Now look, honestly, it sounds pretty good. It's got a nice balance of bass, mid and high frequencies, and it's crisp audio, especially in this price segment. And if you're fond of vocals, this makes even more sense. It's got decent bass, but if you want heavier bass, then you can customize the EQ from the app as per your liking. However, the heavier bass will sound a bit muddy on these. Now look, in the app you've got different equalizer presets, and if there's something that you'd want to change, you can set a custom combination too. It's also got adaptive noise cancellation, so you can control that from the touch controls on your buds, or even just go to the app and turn it on, and you can also set the cancellation strength. In my test, it works well if you're in the middle of the market listening to music or just commuting. However, there were times that I did feel the need to, up the volume to draw out the noise. But given the price segment, I think it's pretty decent. Oh, and you can also tap 4 times on the right side to switch to spatial audio mode, and that just opens up the sound stage and you can feel it a bit more immersive. Now, of course, that isn't something that, you should be doing for your everyday music, but for, certain kind of movies or trailers, sure. But yeah, this is spatial audio without the head tracking. Also, for calls, it's got 6 mics, okay? 3 on each bud, and it supports ENC. But let me give you a demo.
Alright guys, so this is what these earphones sound like when I'm outside in the middle of the market. There's a couple of cars going around, and yeah, the environmental noise cancellation, the ENC mics should be working, and hopefully this all sounds pretty clear. But yeah, in the middle of the market, in the middle of the day, and this is what it sounds like.
Given the fact that I was in the middle of the market with cars running non-stop, and the fact that you could still hear everything I said clearly, I think that's pretty good. Now, in terms of connectivity, quite straightforward. You just open the box near your phone, and because it supports Google Fast Pair, you can just tap connect and be done. But ideally, you should install the Noise Master Companion app and pair your earphones to get access to more functions. And we'll just talk about that next. And yes, it does connect to iPhones as well with a similar companion app. Also, it connects to two devices at the same time. So you could be listening to music on your laptop, and then if there's an incoming call on your phone, it switches automatically. So that's pretty good. Now, let's talk about that Noise Audio app. And while it's not necessary for you to download, but I think it would be a good idea to do that. Look, you get to know battery levels of individual buds and the case. You can use it to locate individual buds if you lose them somewhere. You can set noise cancellation and even switch to transparency mode. But I think the most useful part is the ability to customize tap gestures. You can customize taps individually on both earbuds and pretty much have full flexibility in terms of how many taps should do what. Totally up to you. But yeah, I've been having quite a bit of fun with them. They last about 40 to 44 hours on a full charge without ANC and about 30 hours with ANC on. And that is if you take the buds and the case together, okay, the combined battery life, which I think is one of the best within this segment given all the features. So yeah, if you use them for about 4 to 5 hours a day, this can go on for about 10 days. And by the way, a quick 10-minute charge can give you about 6 hours of playback, which is like a full day's worth of use. Pretty good. All in all, under 8,000, it's rare to find a pair of TWS this good looking with Bose certified sound and packed with as many features as this does. The only thing that I think would have made these even better is perhaps, slightly more bass. But other than that, very easy to recommend these. But yeah, if you're interested, just hit their website. I'll also leave a link in the description. And if you still have any questions about these, anything that I may have missed and not, talked about, please feel free to ask me in the comment section, and hopefully I'll get to answer those very quickly. Now, if you guys did enjoy watching the video, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit that bell notification icon, and mark all. Really helps the channel grow. I'll see you guys in the next one.